Hello YouTube, I'm here with the Lepai LP-168ha mini amp. I decided to do kind of a little review on it because I noticed on YouTube there's pretty much no reviews. And there's a lot of questions people ask about it. I have it mounted to a Dayton B-652 speaker. And I mounted it because I'm going to be using this. I'm going to be moving it around a lot, and it really gets annoying when something this light, as this amplifier is, slides around and falls off it. So I decided to mount it to the top. And let me go over some of the stuff about this because I've seen a lot of questions online about it. This is the back of it. I'm sure people have seen tons of pictures on it. You have your right side, your left speaker. And then this is your sub input down here. Both of these ends right here are going to be your negative, while these two right here are going to be your two positive ends. And you need to connect your speaker wire to both of these, and then this goes into the positive end, and then both of these goes into the negative end. It's a single bridged output that way. A lot of questions about this. It's rated for 68 watts. A lot of people wonder, can you actually run a subwoofer off of this? I've personally never done it. I only have a couple of these, and I only have the speaker right now just for demonstration, but I know people, I've talked to people that have ran subs off of these. You're not going to run a 12-inch diamond or a 12-inch MTX off of this, but Tang Band makes a 6.5-inch subwoofer, and Dayton Audio makes a 6.5-inch and an 8-inch subwoofer that are rated for 50 to 100 watts. That this will run pretty good, and which should be good for a room, a house, or a home audio setup, unless you're trying to wake up the neighbors. I bought this because I wanted something just kind of to play my iPod on and all of that good stuff, hook it up to a home theater setup. So I'm not trying to shake a house with it, but it does get really, really loud, and I'll show you guys in a sec how loud it gets. Basically, I just wanted a good sounding setup for cheap, college student, and I listen to all different kinds of music, so I'm probably gonna hook up a subwoofer to this for when I have people over the house. And like I said, you're not gonna have a nightclub going, but it's definitely satisfactory. Some more questions people have. The USB port. Some people say it's charging only. Some people say that it'll play too. I've tried to hook up the iPhone 4, iPhone 5, and the 4th generation iPod, and none of them charge or play. So I figure most people have an iPhone nowadays. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to use your iPhone with this. The good news is that you can run some of those older MP3 players off of it, and I personally wanted to turn this into a Bluetooth system for my house, so I bought one of these Go Groove Blue Gate Bluetooth transmitter receivers, and it works great. The good news with this is that this charges via USB, and this amp charges this. So you can play and charge your Bluetooth thing, your receiver, while you're using this. So that is the good news, because I planned on the whole time using it with Bluetooth. So also on the front you have your sub volume crossover, which I heard is pretty much useless. Treble, bass, volume, basic. It doesn't look like it's the best quality, but for 30 bucks, I mean, I really didn't expect much anyway. So it's not bad for what it's worth, and the sound quality is pretty damn good for just this little box. So I'll play something for you, and I'll kind of demonstrate this Bluetooth receiver too. I highly recommend it. Works great. And that's basically going to just sit right on top there. And then get the plug here. Plug this guy in. It also came with a 15-volt power supply right off the bat, so you don't need to upgrade the power supply. It also has this blue LED See, if you turn it off real quick, it flashes. It's pretty bright, and it can get annoying because it flashes with the music, so if you really don't like it, you can put a piece of tape over it or something. I'll play some Bluetooth through it. I'll play some oldies for you. I listen to everything from oldies, country, house, rap. Everything sounds good on it. So I'll play it right here. It's playing right through it. Bass sounds pretty good. Overall, pretty balanced tones. There you go. It's a little sound demonstration for you. So I don't know how it's gonna sound when I upload this, but the sound quality is great. It really is. For the price, $100, and you get, I paid for a Bluetooth receiver. This runs about 30. This runs about 30. A pair of these run about 50. So for around $100, $120 or so, you can have yourself a Bluetooth sound setup that'll work with, it'll really work with any MP3 player you have nowadays. You can use a male-to-male adapter in the front. So I mean, you really can't beat it. Sounds great. I'll upload a video when I build a subwoofer for it. I'll probably put an 8-inch Dayton on it. They make one that's rated for about 50 watts RMS, which would work well on here. Again, people are probably scared that it's not gonna sound good because it's such a small amp, but I have heard that it will satisfactorily run one of those subwoofers successfully. And I also have another B-652 that hooked up here. So I mean, that's basically it. I wanted to put some stuff on here, answer some questions people might have, like I had when I was researching this. Highly recommend this for a T-amp setup. It sounds good, and you really can't go wrong. So, alright,